what a beautiful night. This food was so good. Scrumptious. You enjoyed your food?
Yes, and I really appreciate you inviting me out too.
Oh yeah. She gave me this bill. Ooh. $140.89. So how you want to pay for a card or credit?
Who gonna pay for it? Who? You invite me out. Would you remember?
Okay.
You called me and asked me did I want to go out and get something to eat?
Yeah, just trying to get to know you, but you're the man.
Okay.
You ready to pay?
I could have went home and got something to eat. You come out here and order all this stuff, order 6, 7 drinks. I don't even know you, really. I just met you yesterday, and you invite me to come out here and have dinner. I'm thinking that you invite me out, you treat me.
But you're the man.
Okay, you're right, I am the man. If I wanted to take you out, I would have called you.
Oh, so that's how we doing it now?
That's what it is.
You've been chasing after me for a whole 2 months.
Well, obviously, if I've been chasing after you, I ain't have to take you nowhere.
Wow, so, I guess you in your soft era or whatever they call it.
Man, everybody trying to hear all that.
So you really not gonna pay for this bill?
No, I'm not, because you invite me out. I didn't invite you out, and then you order all these drinks. All this stuff like you a baller.
Wow. Well, I'm glad I'm independent and I got my own money.
Yes. Okay, I'll bring it to you.
So, yeah. I'm gonna pay for you. At least got the tip, right? Can you do that?
Maybe.
You know what? After this, don't worry about calling me no more. Don't text me.
Okay.
You will be blocked.
Yeah.
Wow. You have a nice one. I'm up out of here. You're ridiculous.
So I just unfollowed someone that I was in talking stages with. We went out on one date. We were talking through Instagram for quite some time. And throughout the whole talking stage, he was like on and off. Like he was hot and cold. And kind of like that was kind of like throwing me off. But we went on this one date, which, by the way, I planned. Like, I even feel bad about that now that I'm thinking hard, because it's like these guys now, like they want to be pursued. They want the women to be the one making plans. And listen, I don't got no problem making plans, but like I still like to be pursued as a woman, and especially if it's a first date. Like the first date, like make some sort of something.
See, ma'am, and right there, first you said you didn't have a problem with making the plans, but then you proceeded to explain the problem that you actually had. So women be capping on here, and the problem is that men that you've turned down in the past, men that you've wasted their time, gone on dates just because you've been bored, like in the past, men now, they understand this. So men are going to make you meet them somewhat in the middle. And women have an issue with that. They want to, be desperate enough to make the decision, make the rules, and say, okay, I'll meet you here. I'll do everything, all the things that they want. But at the same time, they still want men to do it like it's 1995. But you can't have it both ways. And she's speaking emotionally like most women do, from her feelings. And that's how she feels it should be.
So anyway, throughout the entire time on the date, I felt like he was just not that into me. Like, he was polite. He was polite. We laughed, we vibed or whatever. But energy just doesn't lie. Energy is something that you can't make believe someone what you're really truly feeling, because the vibe was just like, he didn't seem like he was just that into me.
And this is a problem because she's so used to guys being all over her, telling her all through the night how beautiful they are, trying to make plans for the future, selling the dream so they can hurry up and rush to get sex. For some reason, she was never able to stick with any of those guys. But when you see a guy that's not like those guys, for some damn reason, something's off about it. And it's not about the energy, the vibes, and all that stuff. The thing is, you brought in the negative energy once you noticed that he wasn't the type of guy that you typically would go on a date with, the typical simp, the sucker, the guy that you would just take foodie dates on, or take foodie dates from. That's the difference here. But you would think for some reason she would like this guy more because he's not all clamoring all over her and drooling and acting all thirsty like he doesn't have any options. But man, modern women are confused, as I always say. But let's keep going.
And so I unfollowed him. I tried to confront him, not like ask him directly about like, oh, do you like me or not? But I kind of like mentioned to him like, hey, so do you how did the date go or something like that? I don't remember what was it that I asked him, and he kind of like gaslight. He was just gaslighting the whole time. Like, it's been gaslighting. That's what it's been.
I can promise you she doesn't understand or know what the definition of gaslighting is, and it's just a social media term that she started using incorrectly. But also notice how thirsty this woman is to just hurry up and quickly get a spark in the first like few minutes of meeting this guy, and she's just betting all her chips, all her cards on this vibe. That's just how you know that a woman like this is kind of out of touch and hasn't really been in the dating market. Also, I noticed how she hasn't been dating in a long time, and you know, she is kind of teetering with this is all she can really get, is when she described, you know, that she didn't like a certain thing because she had to do it when it was the man's role, but she kind of like brushed it off after she complained about it and continued to explain that she went on a date with this guy, because you could tell right there she really doesn't get that many dates and she's taking whatever she can get. But it's just absolutely hilarious that she can't think that this is going to take any time whatsoever. She just wants the immediate spark, the immediate vibe, and that just goes to show you that she's getting older and, you know, her eggs are pretty much gone. And this is how women tend to act when, you know, they're in this panic mode and their ovaries are kicking them in the gut.
That's what it's been. So I followed him because honestly, it was just on my mind. I really did like this guy. Like, I really saw something further. And it's like, you know, he's younger than me.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
And I don't know. I feel like us older women, we're just in that stage of life where when we are talking to someone, we are just like, okay, like we're ready to take things seriously. Like, not to like, you know what I mean? Like, we're ready to like really get to know this person and really invest. That's what I'm trying to say. We are ready to get invested.
She's saying every single word except for the actual term, which is she's desperate and this is all that she can get. This is the best that she can do at her old age. How did I guess this correctly? How did I know? Because I don't fucking miss. Bro, I don't miss with these women out here, bro. I know these women like the back of my hand, bro. Dead ass. And she still screwed it up. She still messed up this situation. Now she's regretting it. That's why she's making this video. Is because she cut him off. She blocked him. Oh, I really like this guy. He was younger than me. That's her only option. She's going to run right back to that dude. We're going to see another video. Hopefully it pops up somewhere on my desk. But let's keep going.
And he just kept on gaslighting me. So I didn't like the way he made me feel like I felt insecure at some point. And like, I'm not an insecure person. Like, I have very good security about myself. Like, I have good self-esteem. I know who I am, what's my worth, and what I bring to the table. And so there were times that I was guessing and thinking and like, man, is this guy like, am I not, like, all these dumb thoughts that are just like literally all the red flags right there. Those are all the red flags that you need to realize that someone is not the right fit for you. Because if that's how it is in the talking stages, I don't even want to know what it would be like if you actually went into a relationship with someone like that. So I unfollowed him. And yeah, I just wanted to share because like it's been interesting to say the least to date. Anyway.
Little does she know the grass is actually getting browner on the other side every single day that time slips away from her. And she ages and ages herself right out of the dating market. But that's the thing. This woman still thinks that she has this opportunity, this chance. But what she's only going to get is these type of guys. She's going to have to settle for what she can get. She screwed up the situation, but she's probably going to be running back to that guy. She didn't block him. I said that. I was incorrect. But she said she unfollowed him. So that means she probably knows his account, probably screenshot it and all that. You know how girls are. They're hella detectives. They want to know all this stuff about you. They want to pre-vet you and, do pre-selection. She probably already has it, so she's probably going to follow him again. And all these dudes that you're going to deal with until you're completely buying your own drinks at the bar are only going to use you for a sexual option, and that's going to be it. And then you're like, I'm done with guys. I'm going lesbian, or I'm buying a dog, dying alone. I'm going to go on this journey. I'm going to go find God. I'm going to climb the statue of Buddha. I'm going to go, be a passport 304, passport cis, or I'm going to be, cutting off my hair, joining some activist group. Like,
You guys,
Buy a dog and die alone.